Right, okay, guys, welcome back. So, today I'm going to discuss this 2017 Western Province paper, Colombo Zone. This is second term test, grade 11. So, I'm going to do some questions of selected questions from the second part. We fully finished first part and I did some selected calculations in second paper. So you need to turn on your videos and wait. I want to see everyone. Okay. Now, first of all, I'm going to do this question number 5. Okay. Question number 5. Right. Okay. When it comes to, right. Okay. So when it comes to question number 5, Roman number 1, A, B. Write two situations that cause to change the equity of a business. Can anyone tell me what are the situations which cause to change the equity of a business? Starting from capital or additional capital. Not the capital. The better word is change happen because of the additional capital. Okay, so additional capital. Increase the owner's ownership, right? Additional capital, right? Nice, right? Additional capital. Other than that, income, drawings. The other one is expenses. Additional capital increase, income also increase, drawings decrease, expenses decrease. These things are the causes to change in the equity, right? Mention two types of accounts that are included in general ledger. Asset account, equity account. Okay. Name two types of accounts. So when it comes to types of account, it's not debit and credit. So when it comes to types of account, you need to write two types of accounts that are included in general journal. You can write the safe answer. What is the safe answer? You can write asset accounts. Okay. Within brackets, you can write uh, building account. This is an example. Building account. Then you can write motor vehicle account. Motor vehicle account. Okay. Not only that, you can write anything, right? So other than that, you can write liability accounts. So within brackets, you can write creditor account. So other than that, you can write bank loan account. So these are some examples, right? Record below transactions in the accounting equation. So after that, you need to record below transactions in accounting equation, right? When it comes to accounting equation, our basic accounting equation is assets equal equity plus liability. Okay. Assets equal equity plus liability, right? The owner introduced 50,000 worth of computer as the capital. 50,000 computer asset increases under equity. 50,000 capital also increases. No impact to liability.
Sir, computing
Sorry.
computing sir.
Yes, you need to write it within brackets computer, right? Since we use the basic accounting equation. ඒක නිසා අපිට දාන්න වෙනවා. හරිද? B. obtain 100,000 worth of bank loan, cash asset increase 100,000, equity 0, liability also increased by 100,000 as what? Bank loan. Bank loan. C. So I'm going to erase for A and B. I'm going to erase A and B. Others, make sure to turn on the videos. Right? C and D. What is the answer? C. Paid bank loan installment 12,000, which include 1,000 as loan capital. So 10,000 as loan capital. Sorry. Now 10,000 as loan capital means 2,000 is the interest. So fully we paid 12,000. Cash asset decreased by 12,000. So under equity, 2,000 decreased by bank loan interest. Liability also decreased by 10,000 as bank loan. So when it comes to D, receive 10,000 from trade receivable, which means debtors. Asset increased by 10,000 as cash. Asset decreased 10,000 as debtors. 0 plus 0. Now after that, post the above transactions to the ledger. In here, we need to post the transactions to ledger means you need to draw ledger accounts, right? Am I clear to you guys? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yes. Am I clear to you? Only one student. Others, I can't hear you properly. Is something wrong with my side or your side? Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, sir.
Right. All right. Okay, okay. Right, okay. Nah. Right. Okay. Okay. Right. Now, when it comes to this one, what you need to do, post the above transactions in ledger. Now, I'm going to show you one answer. This was sent by Menuka.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm going to share your answer. Right? Okay. Right. Guys, can you see the answer? No. Can you see the answer, guys? Yes, this is the answer. Right.
No, clear.
Not clear?
No, it's clear.
Clear. All right.
Done.
Okay. And now first one. When it comes to first one, Right, this is the first one. Machine asset increase and capital increase. This is where's this is capital. Now before that, when we need to post the transactions below, before after cash book, you need to write the heading called ledger heading. Why? Only the cash book concern as a primary debit. Understand? So other ledger accounts are should, other ledger accounts should. So record in ledger heading. Is it clear to you guys? So because of that, you need to draw, you need to write the heading after cash book, write the heading like ledger and rupees. So at least draw the first account using the full format. You can use rest of the question, rest of the formats as a ledger account. You can draw list of the accounts only using T format, but at least better to draw cash book and capital account using full format, right? First one. So when it comes to first one, I think you can remember owner introduced 50,000 worth of compute as capital, capital increased by 50,000 on credit side as machine. This is the first one. So you need to draw a machine account. So this is the machine account. You need to draw the machine account. This is the machine account. Machine account debit by 50,000 as capital. Machine account debit 50,000 as capital. Okay. First one done. Capital account credit, machine account debit. Right. Second one. So obtain 100,000 worth of bank loan. Okay. So, because of that, cash book debit 100,000 as bank loan. Bank loan account credit 100,000 as cash. Cash book debit 100,000 as bank loan credit 100,000 as cash. Third one, so paid 12,000 as bank loan installment. Out of that, 2,000 should concern as bank loan interest. So cash book credit 12,000, bank loan account debit 10,000, only 10,000, right? So after that, you need to draw a new account called bank loan interest account. So I think I can't see your bank loan interest account. Where's the bank loan interest account? So you need to draw. You can't write this bank loan installment. You can't write this bank loan interest under capital account. Those are two separate things. Right. So when it comes to third one, so cash book credit 12,000. Bank loan account debit 2,000. You need to draw a new account called bank loan interest account and debit this bank loan interest account as 2,000 in debit side. Okay, write the description as cash book. Okay, you can write it in the capital account. So when it comes to fourth one, receive 10,000 from debtors. Cash book debit 10,000 as debtors. You need to write credit side of the debtors account as cash like this. Okay, cash book debit, debtors account credit. Nice. So I think no any other concerns. If you have any concerns, let me know. Right. Now this is about a petty cash book. Okay. Next one. So in here you need to prepare a petty cash book. The petty cash impress value of Nayana traders is rupees 3,500. The balance as at 1st January 2016 was rupees 500. The reimbursement has been taken place on the same date. The following transactions have been taken place during the month of January, right? Now, petty cash impress is 3,500. So, January 1st, balance was 500, On January 1st also, we should reimburse the petty cash by 3,000. Why? We need to increase our petty cash up to 3,500 because our float is 3,500. Available balance 500, which means December month. So for sure they have been expensed, I think 3,000. Am I correct, you guys? Right? So because of that, we need to reimburse the petty cash from 3,000, which means expense amount on December equal to the expense amount. So these are the transactions on January. Petty cash voucher is there. Prepare the petty cash book using the above mentioned information in the month of January with the analytical columns consisting of postage, traveling, other, and ledger account. Now, this is my answer, right? Postage, traveling, other, and ledger page, right? So, when it comes to our petty cash book, this is right. When it comes to our petty cash book, what are the columns in debit side? Receipt and LF, only those two. So when it comes to credit side, what are the columns? Date, description, voucher number, amount, postage, traveling, other, and ledger page, right? So balance brought forward 500. So on the same date, cash book credit, petty cash book debit 3,000 because our float is 3,500. Okay, these are the January month transactions. First one, I think when it comes to first one. Stamps 40. January 3rd, stamps 40. So petty cash book, amount 40, write it in postage. And the other one, three-wheel charges, three-wheel charges 60, you can write in traveling. Tipex 60, you can write it in other. Paid to Sanjay 700, you can write it in ledger page. Okay. Letter resignation fee, it's 50, you can write it letter registration fee, it's rupees 50, you can write it in postage. Bus paid to Damit, so paid bus fare to Damit. Now this is all about whose business is this? This is Damit business. Let me check. No. Paid bus fare to Damit. You can write it. Yeah, before that, purchase an office chair. It's rupees 1,000. So office chair 1,000. You can write. Better to write it in ledger page, not in other ledger. Sorry, other. Better to write it as other and ledger accounts, right? This is somewhat incorrect. Wait, I'm going to.
So excuse.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yes.
analytical
Analytical.
columns වල sundry දාන්න ඕනේ නැද්ද?
මෙතන දැන් මෙහෙමයි මේකේ postage තියෙනවා traveling තියෙනවා other තමයි මේ sundry කියන්නේ තේරෙනවද මෙතන මේක ledger page නෙමෙයි මේක වෙන්න ඕනේ ledger account කිය ledger page නෙමෙයි after ledger account we can identify the ledger page දැන් මේක analysis columns ඔක්කොම හතරක් තියෙනවා ledger account උත් එක්ක postage traveling other and ledger account. This should be ledger account, not ledger page. Right? අවුලක් නැහැ. ඒතොර මෙතන office chair 1,000, you need to write it in ledger account because we need to take it as a separate element to our ledger. Right? So you don't write it in other, write it in ledger account. No worries, right? Bus fare, paid bus fare to Damit, you can write 50 in here. So write it in traveling. Bulbs 50, you can write it in bulb other. No, okay. Carriage inwards, how much rupees? 1,000, you can write carriage inwards in ledger account. Telegram charges, how much? It's rupees 80, you can write this telegram charges in postage, right? Vehicle parking charges 50, you can write it in traveling likewise. This is correct. All the things are correct except this one. office chair, this should be corrected as ledger account, and after ledger account we can identify ledger page. Normally we don't write anything in ledger page, right? So in here, correct this office chair to ledger account. So accept that one, all the things are correct, but the total should again change. In here, total should be 160 and this should be 2,700. So other things are okay. So the total expense amount is rupees 3,190. So balance carried down 310, balance brought forward 310. Okay. So this is all about. In here, no any information reimburse the petty cash flow. So on this, you should write this one as well. The final one is reimbursement of petty cash flow. After balance brought forward, debit side 310, you need to write on the same date, February 1st, cash book 3,190. Why? We reimburse the amount equal to the expense amounts, right? तो අපි රීම්බස් කරන්නේ ගිය අවුරුද්දේ එක්ස්පෙන්ස් වෙච්ච ගානටම හරියන ගානක්. ඒක නිසා ඔයා මෙතන මොකද කරන්න ඕනේ? එක්ස්පෙන්ස් කරපු ගානට හරියන ගානක් නිසා ඔයා මෙතන ආයි February 1st cash book කියලා දාලා මෙතන දාන්න 3,190. So except that one, no any other major corrections in here. Hurry up. Once you finish, raise your hands. Right now, question number 5 is finished. Okay. So when it comes to question number 5, this answer is correct. So you need to concern office chair should coming under ledger account. So then these analysis column and ledger account balance will change. So this total is correct. So you need to concern BBF 310, and again on February 1st you need to write cash book 3,190. It's enough. Now when it comes to 6, 7 done, this also important to you, but I'm going to skip this one for now. Let's discuss these things later. So what I want to tell you now, after that, let's move to the new paper. Our new paper is this one. Colombo zone, Western Province 2016, right? So I already sent this one as well. So I want to concern few things in here. Most especially this second paper, not the first question. Shall we move to this one? Question number 5. Right? Not 5. I think this is 2, 3. Yeah, question number 6. Question number 6 is very much important because in question number 6 there are error correction and bank error correction. Yes, error correction and something related to petty cash, right? Okay. So now I'm going to tell you, you should do this error correction. Okay. So you need to tell me. Okay, let's do only this question number 6, Roman number 1, 2. Am I clear, you guys? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, guys? I can't hear you. Again, am I audible? Yeah. So you need to do this one. I'm going to give you a few minutes to you. So you need to send me the answers to the chat box. Waiting for your answers. Question number 6. Okay, Roman number 1 and 2. 1 is easy. At least you need to tell me in here. This is, I think you can see this properly. Okay. So you need to tell. Okay, let's keep 1 at this moment because then I can zoom this one. So the my major emphasis is this one. Second one. Write the journal entries for the correction of the above error. Write up the suspense account and find the difference which had existed between the total of the trial balance, right? ඒ කියන්නේ suspense account එකේ තිබ්බ balance එක කීයද කියලා අපෙන් අහනවා. balance එක දීලා නැහැ. You need to find it. Okay, this is also very much popular question. Okay, quickly do this and tell me the answer. Okay, I'm giving few.
Send the paper.
Right, okay, guys. Now I'm going to do this one. This is question number 6 in Western Province 2016 paper, and this is Roman number 2. So this is error correction. The trial balance of Vikrama's business prepared as at 31st December 2015 was not balanced. The difference was transferred to the suspense account. Later, following facts were revealed. Okay, so these are the facts revealed. So write the journal entries for the correction of above errors, and the other one, what we need to do, write up the suspense account and find the difference that had exists between the totals of the trial balance. When we get this kind of a question, so quickly what you need to do, you need to draw the general journal to write the suspense account. So in here, I'm going to draw the suspense account like this. Sorry, this general journal like this, the columns. So I'm going to draw the columns like this. So this is the date column, right? And the description, okay? Debit and credit. Enough. Debit and credit. Okay. So this is a general journal, right? Rupee sign in here. This is A. And there are 4 errors. Okay, at least we need 4 lines for 1 error. So at least keep 16 lines for general journal, except the headings. Debit, credit. So write this as description. And here write it as date. Okay. So after that, after keeping 16 lines, I'm going to draw the B. When it comes to B, what is the requirement? We need to draw the we need to draw the suspense account. So this is the suspense account. Now in here, we don't know the trial balance difference. Okay. So since we don't know the trial balance difference, so what we need to do, we need to keep first line in both side debit and credit. Whether the trial balance difference can be debit or credit, we don't care. Okay, first one. The total of purchase account has been understated by 10,000. In here, what is the matter? So in here, purchase account has been understated by 10,000. Only the purchase account, right? To get a better understand, now what I'm going to do in here, I'm going to draw. I'm going to tell you the difference, what has happened because of this error, right? The total of purchase account has been understated. Only this is affecting to the purchase account. When purchase account understated by 10,000, purchase account balance brought forward in debit side. Okay. So if purchase account balance brought forward in debit side, it was understated by 10,000. Think what has happened to trial balance because of this one, right? So our trial balance understated by 10,000 from 10,000, 10,000 in debit side. Our trial balance understated by 10,000 from debit side. Okay. So because of this one, to temporarily tally the trial balance, we need to write 10,000 in debit side and we need to take it to the suspense account. Okay. So take it to the suspense account. දැන් මේ සස්පෙන්ස් account එකට අර එක එක නිසා එන විදිය කියන්නේ. මොකද දැන් purchase account එකේ debit side එකේ 10,000 මදිනේ balance brought forward එක. ඉතින් මොනවාද අපේ මේක ගත්තත් අපේ trial balance එක ගත්තත් ඒකේ 10,000 මදි debit side එකේ. ඉතින් 10,000 debit side මදි එක අපි temporarily লীලා trial balance එක tally කරලා 10,000 ගනවා suspense account එකට. Okay. Now in here, what is the requirement? This is error correction. To correct that error, what we need to do, we need to write 10,000 in credit side of the suspense account. Understand? You need to write 10,000 in credit side of the suspense account. Okay. Okay. Keep first line to find the difference. And we need to debit 10,000 to purchase account. Why? Purchase account was understated by 10,000 from debit side. So what is the general journal entry? You know the journal entry. Number 1, purchase account debit 10,000. Account debit 10,000. Okay. Suspense account credit. Suspense account credit 10,000. Okay. You can write the description as, narration as correcting the error of undervaluing the total of purchase account total. This is the first one. Now you know what has happened. 10,000 debit side deficit. So it comes to the trial balance debit side. So because of that, we need to take the temporarily tally the trial balance from debit side. So we write this in the suspense account debit side. Again, අපි ගන්න පැත්තරම තමයි suspense account එක ලියන්නේ. ඒක නැති කරන්න suspense account එක credit කරලා purchase account එක debit කරනවා. ඒක තේරුණාද? Guys, are you okay with this one? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Second one. The total of traveling expenses column of the petty cash book, rupees 1,500 has not been recorded in traveling expense account. Right. Now, what is the situation? The total of traveling expense account column in the petty cash book, 1,500 has not been recorded in traveling expense account. Right. Then මොකක්ද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ? Traveling expense column එකේ total එක 1,500 record වෙලා නැහැ traveling expense account එකේ. Right. Now because of that, you know, our traveling expense account understated by 1,500. You know, traveling expense account balance brought forward in debit side since it's an expense account. So our trial balance debit side, we can identify a difference, which means deficit 1,500. To temporarily tally it, what we need to do, we need to write 1,500 in debit side of the trial balance, and we need to take that 1,500 into the suspense account debit side. Okay. To rectify this, what we need to do, we need to credit 1,500 in suspense account, and we need to write that 1,500 in traveling expense account. Okay. Right. So what is the journal entry? You can write. Sorry. You can write the journal entry like this. Sorry, I don't know what has happened to this one. Wait. Second one. Second one. You can write like this. Traveling account debit traveling expense account debit 1500, suspense account credit 1500. Correcting the error of not recording 1500 in traveling expense account. Guys, are you okay with this one? Second one. Can you hear me?
Sir.
Yeah. Okay. Third one. If you have any matter, let me know. Third one. The balance of the insurance expense account of rupees 20,000 has not been extracted to the trial balance. Mukada vela tiyenne kiyala balanna. Right? Now the balance of the insurance expense account of rupees 20,000 has not been extracted to the trial balance. No any error in ledger. Okay. Now in here we haven't recorded the insurance expense account balance in trial balance. Because of that, our trial balance different 20,000 in the debit side. Right? To overcome this, what we need to do, we need to write 20,000 in debit side of the trial balance as a suspense account to temporarily carry the suspense trial balance. We need to write, we need to take that 20,000 to the debit side of the suspense account. Now, to rectify this one, we need to remove it. Now, rectify means remove. Now, we need to close our suspense account balance. We need to zero our suspense account balance. Now, to remove that, we need to credit now because of there is a difference in debit side 20,000. We need to record that 20,000 and we take it to the debit side. To remove this, we credit the suspense account. Okay. And we need to debit to the trial balance, not to the ledger account. You know, when we write something in the trial balance, we record it only using dot lines, right? So no any debit entry, only the credit entry. Why? No any impact to now trial balance is not a ledger account. So what is the entry? Only suspense account credit. Suspense account credit form 20,000. You can write like this. The narration. What is the narration? You can write correcting the error of omitting insurance charges from the trial balance. Done. Number 4. The received rent income rupees 40,000 has been debited in the cash book. The received rent income 40,000 has been debited only in the cash book. You know, because of this one, think what is the double entry when we receive rent income? Cash book debit 40,000, rent income should credit 40,000, right? But in here only we debited to the cash book. We didn't credited to the rent income account. Okay, because of this one, think, you know, rent income account, since income accounts balance brought forward in credit side, you know, so we didn't take any balance to the rent income account. So our trial balance, okay, when it comes to our trial balance agreement total, credit side, 40,000 cannot be identified because of this rent income account. The rent income account එක ලියවිලා නැහැ. මොකද rent income account එකට credit කරලා නැහැනේ 40,000. So because of that, our trial balance different by 40,000 in credit side. Okay, 40,000 credit side. Okay. To overcome this situation, what we need to do, we need to write 40,000 in credit side of the trial balance as a trial balance difference, and we need to record it in credit side of the suspense account. Am I clear to you, Devi, Ramiru? ඒක තේරුණාද?
So I didn't understand.
You didn't understand, right? Okay. Now check whether what has happened. දැන් මොකද්ද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ කියලා බලන්න. Rent income account එක rent income හම්බෙලා තිනවා 40,000. Cash book එක debit වෙලා rent income එක credit වෙන්න ඕනේ. තේරුණාද ඒක? ඒක තේරුණාද? Right?
Oh, sir.
එතකොට rent income account එක credit වෙලා නැහැ, cash book එක විතරයි debit වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. තේරුණාද? එතකොට now think what has happened. Right? This is a cash book. This is rent income. Cash book debit 40,000. Okay, done. Okay. But we didn't credit the rent account. Because of that, think what has happened. When it comes to trial balance agreement, debit credit, මේ පැත්තට ආවේ total එක හිතන්න 840 නම් මේ පැත්තට එන්නේ 800 කියලා. අයියේ මේ 40,000 credit side එකේ ලියවිලා නැහැ. තේරුණාද? තේරුණාද? මොකද මේකේ balance board
ඔව්
format යන්නේ credit සද්දේ. අයියේ මේක income account එකන්නේ. ඉතින් අපි temporarily tally කරන්න මෙතනට 40,000 දාලා we write it as trial balance difference. Sorry, we write in here as suspense account. And you need to take it to the credit side of the suspense account. දැන් අපි ඒක ලියන්නේ නැහැ. මොකද මේකේ වැරදි ගොඩක් නිසා මේක වෙනවනේ. ඒතර suspense account එකට credit side එකට එනවා. ඒක rectify කරන්න. You should debit 40,000 to suspense account and you should credit 40,000 to rent account. Okay, this is the rectifying error entry. So you can write a rent account. Okay, so what is the double entry? Suspense account debit 40,000. Rent account credit 40,000. You can write the narration like rectifying the error of not recording 40,000 in rent income account. Done. This is the error correcting error. Correction error. Right? Done. When we balance this one, now we can find the trial balance total. You know, when it comes to this one, the higher value side is debit side. Write it as 40,000. Take it to the debit side. Okay, this side as well. Now, when we get the total of credit side, it's 31,500. So when we deduct it, the difference should be
8,500.
8,500. This is the trial balance difference. trial balance එක මෙන්න අර මේ ඔක්කොම වැරදි නිසා මෙච්චර ගානකින් තමයි different එක උනේ. Right? Okay. Quickly write this and raise your hands. If you have any matter, you can ask it.
ඔතනට මේ බැලන්ස් ඩොට් ෆෝර්ඩ් දාලා ගත්තට අවුලක් නැද්ද?
Balance brought forward කියලා නෙමෙයි අපි සාමාන්‍යයෙන් දාන්න. trial balance difference කියලා තමයි දාන්නේ. Right?
ඒක යටින් දැම්මම අවුලක් නැද්ද? උඩින් දාන්නකෝ.
බෑ උඩින් දාන්න. මොකද මුලින්ම ඒකට ඉඩ තියන්න ඕනේ අපි. Finish it and raise your hands.